You know what's funny is that the guy I killed, he was even putting up builds like sky bases, and he was under the sky base, like literally trying to block me from shooting him. He was shooting me, but the shots went right through me. Right freaking through me. And I still got him with a sniper and a FAMAS. Oh, let me just tell you, I've beat Dijon before, and he's beat me before at Fortnite. So if I can beat him at Fortnite, I can definitely beat both of y'all. Heads up, it was on video. Go back and look at my Fortnite stuff. Hey, play WWE 2K20 or 2K22 online with me, and I can beat you in a wrestling match. I'll beat you with Big Baby, because Big Baby's the best freaking downloaded character there ever is. You remember that match I put up on YouTube like at one point last year where they had Big Baby versus Angry Baby, and they beat the crap out of each other for nearly 30 minutes in a freaking Falls Count Anywhere match or No Holds Bar or something like that? They beat the crap out of each other. It was like a Big Baby fight. Yeah, Big Baby is huge. Imagine if babies in real life was that huge. Imagine if they were that huge. Angry Baby was red. And then what happens after they beat the crap out of each other? Oh, they're going to become tag teams on the game and literally get the Raw Tag Team Champions on the game. And those titles look itty bitty around those baby shoulders. Literally, imagine if real life human babies were that big and they walked like giants, and then whenever they throw their tantrums, you got a problem on your hands. I gotta agree with what Evelyn just said. That would be funny. Because Evelyn watched that video and I remember her comment. She said, I wonder who's the worst child out of them two. More like a Z. Okay, how about this? Did you know cats were once bigger than humans? Did you know in the caveman years cats were huge? They were giant. Like literally, did you see the movie Cruise or anything with the cavemen? Literally, cats were huge. You could literally hop on their backs and ride them like horses. Back in then, yes. It's either cats were big back then or us humans were small. I don't know which one it was. Cats were huge, but they were still friendly. Even house cats were huge. You know, there is one cat I wish I get. I really want a Savannah cat. Those cats are about as big as humans when they stand up on their back feet. Seriously, look up what a Savannah cat is. They are huge. When they stand up on their back feet, they're one of them. They're bigger than me. They're like to be 7 foot or 6 foot 5 or over close to 7 foot when they stand up on their back legs. And Savannah cats are house cats. I'm telling you, I think my cat Toby's got part bobcat in him because he's huge. That cat is one of the two hugest house cats that we have in our house. He's huge, and so is my mom's cat. And I think we have another cat. He's yellow. He has a tail. I think he's going to end up being a huge cat too. So we're going to end up having 3 huge cats, which means, oh God. I can just imagine two big cats in the house, and they start fighting. And then when they get into a cat fight, they start flipping chairs and crap. Hey, imagine if you stood next to a giant cat and it bear hugged you, like squeezed the breath out of you. Well, I know. Well, we've been talking about cats for a long time. Might as well just take a clip of this stream and make it a video and say, well, this video today is talking about different kind of big cats. I don't think we're gonna do the freaking joining people on the live tonight. I'll try to do it tomorrow or something. I'll try to do it tomorrow. I'll try to stream tomorrow if the internet's good. I mean, if the weather gets bad, I'm gonna stream if there's any warnings because I know there's thunderstorms on the way tomorrow. I think I like tigers, but I don't think they'd like me because they're wild. You can't tame a tiger or a lion. You can't tame them. If it was that easy, you could tame a grizzly bear. Yeah, y'all get that tomorrow. We are in a marginal risk of severe weather. It's a level 1. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just going to be damage. Just going to be winds and rain again. It's just not anything tornadic tomorrow. But still, if there's a tornado warning or thunderstorm warning come out, I'll come on YouTube and Facebook Live and still cover it. Even if if it's like a regular baseline for thunderstorm warning, I'm not going to do anything. But if it's like a considerable or destructive, yeah, I'm going to come on and cover it. I watched an interview on PBS, KET, which is the PBS station here. I watched something on YouTube where they had a bunch of weathermen from like Bowling Green, Louisville, Lexington, and they was all doing their yearly weather thing on KET, and they was talking about the tornadoes that went through Kentucky. And they said that areas that got hit was areas that they never would have expected got hit, like Mayfield, Kentucky. They had an EF4 tornado. That EF4 tracked all the way from the Kentucky-Tennessee state line all the way through about 7 or 8 counties. And one of those counties was here in Grayson County, but only went through a little sliver of Grayson, but it ended in McDaniels, like close to McDaniels up in Breckenridge County. Strongest tornado we had in the county was an F4 as far as December 10th and 11th of 2021. It's shocking. That is shocking. That is word. I mean, they said the tornado outbreak on December 10th and 11th of 2021 was worse than April 3rd, 2021, because that was more tornadoes in the state. There was only one tornado in the state on 1974, and that was the one that hit Brandenburg, and that one was a monster at 5. And there was another tornado that was in Louisville that day. I mean, you would think. I mean, the thing is, and I mean, it's just a matter of time before things start happening because, you see, Mayfield got hit, Bowling Green got hit, Dawson Springs got hit, and I mean, tornadoes never never go through downtown areas, but that one that went through Mayfield hit the town square, hit literally that area of Mayfield that day. And let me tell you, when that tornado was 2 counties away, because there was Muhlenberg, Ohio, and Grayson. It was going in the northeast direction. Let me just tell you, when that tornado that night got to Muhlenberg County, that even though that was 2 counties away, my power flickered at my house. I had to grab portable chargers and start charging up my devices because our power started flickering from the effects of it, and it was 2 counties away because there was power flashes. Because my power flickered, the original track of the tornado, if it hadn't shifted to the left, it was going to go right over where I was going to be at that night. It was going to go right over me. Because when I saw the track of it that night, it was in Muhlenberg County, I thought to myself, I said, oh crap, I'm about to lose everything. And then, thank God, it shifted and it went to the west of me, to the northwest of me. But still, even when it was on the complete opposite side of the county from me, I still felt the winds off that thing. When I went to go get in the shelter. Now these days, when there's tornado warnings, it just throws people under loop in this state. It just throws people under because every time there's a tornado warning, I see comments on the weather station's Facebook page like they asking, is this thing on the ground? Is this gonna do the same thing that what happened on December 10th and 11th is? Seriously, that's how bad. Back then, before that, you didn't get that. You didn't even get questions like that. And I will tell you this, ever since that day, the weather people is stepping up and they're doing their job. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But Bowling Green got hit. And they're still damaged in Bowling Green. I actually saw in the news they're starting to rebuild area businesses in Bowling Green that got hit. But Mayfield, I saw where Mayfield hasn't even started rebuilding yet still. There's still stuff laying down. They haven't rebuilt Mayfield or Dawson Springs, but they're still doing Bowling Green, and I don't know why. And I mean, it's just a matter of time because if a tornado can hit Bowling Green, if like that, it can probably hit areas like Louisville or Lexington or something like that. It's just a matter of time before stuff happens. It's just a matter of time. Because let me tell you, there is towns in the state like Litchfield, Mumfordville, Glasgow, Morgantown, places like that. They haven't had a tornado actually come right through the middle of town. They haven't had anything like what Mayfield had. But I can tell you, I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it's just a matter of time before something like before it becomes those areas turns. It'll be a matter of time before that time comes. Because if it can hit areas like Mayfield and going through that like that, it can hit anywhere like that in the state. Because the way the tornado tracked in Bowling Green, I was watching a local weatherman a meteorologist that I'm talking about. There's a meteorologist that I watched on Facebook that works at a radio station in Bowling Green, and just about 2 blocks down from where the radio station was in Bowling Green, there was things completely demolished. And I watched his thing that he said on KET. He said that he thought that he had been hit at one point, even though it was just 2 blocks down from him. Because I watched the Facebook Live and I saw the power flicker at the radio station. They was taking power surges. I even saw out the window stuff flying around out the window from behind where he was sitting at. You could hear the wind roaring. Because I'm just telling you right now, I saw with there's these tornado chasers group that I'll listen to on Facebook. In the next 7 to 10 days, there is going to be another severe weather outbreak that's going to move through from like the original areas of Tornado Alley. That's going to affect those areas, and then they're going to all the way up to the Mississippi and Ohio valleys in the next 7 to 10 days. They predicted that a severe storm system move in. And I saw where they predicted last month. They said that this year's severe tornado season is gonna be bad, and it's gonna be bad in some areas that's even outside Tornado Alley. It's gonna be bad. Considering they had the tornado up in Louisville about 2-3 weeks ago, there was a tornado in Louisville. That one wasn't even that bad as the one in Mayfield. It was just a small F1. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I think it hit Glen Mary because I was tracking it that night. F1s ain't ones you need to worry about. It's the F4. It's the F3s and above is what you need to worry about. Because I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time, and everything's changing in the world. It's just a matter of time. Is anyone still in the chat? But it's just a matter of time before stuff happens. And if you see me on Facebook Live or YouTube just covering weather, I will come off for either like a destructive or considerable severe thunderstorm warnings because those get tornado tagged. Or tornado warnings. Like, no matter if it's like a regular tornado warning or if it's a tornado emergency where it says confirmed tornado. If you see in a tornado warning confirmed tornado in those warnings, the polygons will be purple. They won't be red, they will be purple. And when they're purple, they're tornado emergencies, not tornado warnings. If they're purple, they're tornado emergencies. People gets the red boxes and red and purple boxes mixed up. Red is a tornado warning where it's radar indicated. Purple is a confirmed tornado and it's on the ground and it's a tornado emergency. You will tell the difference. Because in the purple tornado warning boxes, which is tornado emergencies, you will see they will mark a tornado signature where the tornado is on the ground. They will mark a cone. For example, also, if you see a purple tornado watch, it's a PDS tornado watch. Like, if you see anything purple, like a purple tornado warning or purple tornado watch, those are stuff you need to be worried about. I mean, any tornado warnings, basically anything to worry about, to be honest with you. Because even the regular tornado warnings that's red, that's radar indicated, those are even stuff you need to worry about because there may not be a tornado in that, but there is straight line winds, and straight line winds can do as much damage as a tornado. Because straight line winds, they go straight like this. A tornado swirls. And the thing is, I'm still uploading coverage from the tornado outbreak from December 10th and 11th. I'm still getting coverages uploaded. I'm just been just slacking behind on stuff because I've had a lot going on. I've been slacking. And I watched some of the coverage that night when Louisville was under the tornado warning. I watched some of that coverage. And I didn't watch it live that night, but I saw videos of it on YouTube. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I ain't going to upload the coverage to YouTube, though, because it ain't that bad. Wasn't an outbreak. But I watched, I think it was WDRB or Wave 3 out of Louisville. I think it was Fox. I think it was WDRB that I was watching on YouTube. And as soon as Mark Weinberg came on, because he was talking about, he says that we're getting debris ball. It could be straight line winds. We don't know if it's a tornado on the ground. And then within 5 minutes, that tornado box went from red to purple, and it was just a small tornado. It went from red to purple, and the tone of his voice changed. When he said confirmed tornado on the ground, he started getting serious. And I'm going to tell it now, what I saw on December 10th and 11th, what I saw on the map, there was not one severe thunderstorm warning on the map, not even ones with tornado tags. The whole state had tornado warnings that night. More tornadoes that has ever happened in Kentucky history in over the years in 2021. But yeah. But even if you get a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, that is still something you should take shelter, even if the sirens do not go off. Because I know in bigger towns like E-Town, Louisville, I don't know how to explain it, but I've had some people come on my YouTube channel literally tell me that in those areas, when there's like a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, the sirens will go off for about 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, then they'll stop, and then about 10 minutes later they'll go off again. I mean, 10 minutes later they'll go off again, and they will do that every 10 minutes until the warnings expired. The thing is with tornado sirens here on the tornado, when we get tornado warnings here in Litchfield, the sirens will go off for like a total of 5 minutes, then it'll stop, and then about maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, it'll go off again. Like they'll only go off like maybe twice during the same warning. Our sirens do not go off for severe thunderstorm warnings. It just goes off for tornado warnings. But yeah. I see the chat's getting pretty dang quiet. I mean, if everyone's getting off, I'll just get off. I mean, I wanted to stay on as long as people stay on, but I don't think there's many people staying on. I mean, I'll give y'all this. I had a good audience to start off with at the beginning of stream. I will give y'all this. Y'all started off good. I will give them this. I had about 7, 8 people in total watch me when I first came on. I got to give them credit on that. More people actually came on and all the mods came on and they did their jobs. I got to give them props on that. I just wish they could do that every day because used to they would not do that and they're all on. I got to give them props on that. Yeah, I'll probably go on to bed soon. At some point, I'll probably go to bed here in a little bit. But yeah, there's 2 people on. Hold on a minute. Someone may have just joined. I'm not going to get off if someone just joined. Hold on a minute. If it's somebody that's new, I'm going to give them a chance to talk.